Hello everyone, welcome to a session on VLOOKUP. In this session, we would be covering everything about VLOOKUP, the basics of VLOOKUP. You will finally become the star of VLOOKUP after this session. We would also cover the real life examples of VLOOKUP. You won't believe that on our day-to-day life, we actually apply VLOOKUP. So we will be covering that also. Now to start the session, you can see a basic table on your screen. The table is nothing but the performance of the students of a primary school. The table consists of the first column, that is name of the student, student ID, marks obtained, maximum marks, percentage and favorite sport. So these are the columns of this particular table. This is the header of the table and this is the data inside the table. As you can see, there are 10 students which are part of this school. Let's say you want to find the details of a particular student 7. Now, if you see student 7 out here, he has a student ID of ABC7, marks obtained 100, maximum marks 100, percentage is 100 out of 100, and his favorite sport is basketball. Now, let's say I want to find out what is the favorite sport of this student 7. It is nothing but basketball. So let me just type the name of the student here. Let's say I type student 7 here. Then I want to find out what is the percentage. What I will be doing is going to this table, entire table, going to the first column. Since I want to find student 7, I will go down, here it is. Here is student 7. And then I need to find the percentage, which is nothing but I go on the row of that student, which is here. This is the percentage. So he has got 100. So I will go and type 100% here. Similarly, for favorite sport, if I need to find for student 7, what I will be doing is going again to this entire table, searching for student 7. Here is student 7, going to the row, finding out which column speaks about favorite sport. That is this column. And his favorite sport is basketball. So let me just type basketball here. Now, as you are seeing, for every information which I wanted to find out of student 7, let's say I wanted to find out percentage, I had to go to this table, scroll through the entire column, reach student 7, and then find the corresponding percentage or corresponding favorite sport. Please note, I had to do this every time for every field. So percentage, I had to go down, search for percentage and reach here. Favorite sport, I had to search this entire thing, go to the column, search for student 7, and then find the favorite sport. Now this is very tiring. Trust me, you cannot do this in a huge data set. So currently this table consists of only 10 students. Just imagine if there are 500 students. How can you find the data manually? So it gets very tough to find the data against the corresponding student. See, basically what we are trying to do is find the corresponding data of a particular student in front of them. Now, Excel provides a very important and useful function called as VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is nothing but vertical lookup. So VLOOKUP is used when you want to find data in a vertical table or a range by row. Now please understand the words vertical table. When I say vertical table, all the data here is placed vertically, right? You can see the data is mentioned vertically, hence it's called a vertical table. And you will be finding each of the data by rows. Let's say student 2 is a row, student 3 is fitted in a row, student 4 is fitted in a row. That's when VLOOKUP comes into picture. There is a separate category of function called as HLOOKUP, which we would be covering in the future sessions. But let's just focus on the VLOOKUP. We would also cover the comparison of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP in the future sessions. But as I said, let's just focus on VLOOKUP right now. So coming back to VLOOKUP, I just showed you how manually I had to search for student 7, the percentage as well as favorite sport in this entire table. It becomes very tiring if the number of students increases. So what do? Excel provides VLOOKUP. That's where the function VLOOKUP comes into picture. So now let's do the same exercise which we did again. Now this is student 7. We need to find the information of student 7. That is, we need to find percentage of student 7 and we need to find the favorite sport of student 7. Let's delete this data which we had entered manually. So once we have deleted this manually entered information, let me just zoom out a little bit. Yes. Now we have to find the percentage and favorite sport of student 7 from this entire table using VLOOKUP. We did that manually a while back, but I was getting tired. It's very tiring when you have to find data manually. So let's find out with the function VLOOKUP. Now, how do we do that? Always in Excel, whenever you're writing a function, the first thing you need to put is equal to sign. Start with the equal to sign. Let me put the caps lock on. As you put the equal to sign, start writing the function VLOOKUP. And as you see, as you're typing it, Excel is showing you that VLOOKUP is a function which is there in the Excel, and it also gives you a small explanation of the VLOOKUP function. Let's put, after typing VLOOKUP, let's put the open bracket. Now, once you put the open bracket, it will tell you what all values it requires to complete your command. Now, what all values it requires? The first one is a lookup value. Now, what is a lookup value? It simply means who are you searching for. So here we are searching for student 7. So let's put the lookup value as this cell, that is student 7. That is nothing but H5. Put a comma. It will take you to the next value which it requires. Now the next value says table array. Now what is table array? It simply means that where is your information placed? From where to where is your information placed? Our information is placed from this cell, name of the student, till this cell, baseball. So let me just select from A4 cell up to this cell, which is nothing but F14. And here you go. As soon as you select that, as soon as you select this entire table, it will show you A4 to F14. Put a comma again. Now it will ask you to put a column index number. Now what is a column index number? A column index number simply means that what are you searching for? So as you were seeing that we were searching for percentage, now go back to the table, search for the column number of percentage, because we have to enter column index number. So we cannot just put any cell here. We will have to enter the column number of percentage in this table. Now this is column 1 of the table, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5 is percentage. If you see, name of the student is 1 column, student ID second column, marks obtained third column, fourth column is maximum marks, fifth column is percentage. Let's enter 5, that is the fifth column, comma. Now see, as soon as I put comma, it asks you for a true, that is approximate match, or a false, that is exact match. Please note that this is an optional field. If you don't enter anything, the command will still work, but it will assume approximate match. So always remember to put either a 0, that is this, or you can select with your mouse as a false here. You can select false also. So if I select false, it will come as false here. You can type false also. If I just type false, it will take that also. So it's totally on you what you need to do. Either you type 0 or false, which is for an exact match. And just forget the approximate match right now. So let's put a 0 here, which actually means false. That is, we are trying to get exact match. And let's close the bracket. And as soon as you close the bracket, put a enter. Voila. See, we get the percentage of student 7 with just a simple function. We need not go to this entire table again, search for student 7, then go inside the row and search for the percentage. It is directly giving you a number here. Now, just like we have found the percentage of student 7, let's find the favorite sport of student 7 with a similar function called VLOOKUP. Now, we were initially in the first part when we were calculating percentage, we were typing like equal to, then VLOOKUP and so on. However, right now let's try another method. So I have put my mouse I've just clicked with my mouse in this cell. You can go to this function button here, which is in the formula bar. Let's go to this function button. It will ask you search for a function or select a function. So in the select a function, either you will find a lot of functions and you will also find VLOOKUP, which we are looking for. But sometimes you may not find VLOOKUP. So simply search, go and type VLOOKUP here in the search for a function and click on go. And here you see below, it will show you VLOOKUP, which is the closest match to what we have written here. So just select VLOOKUP and here you go. See, this is another way of typing VLOOKUP. The values and everything else remains the same. Initially, when we were typing, we got the first thing as lookup value. Let's do that. The lookup value is student 7. So I just go here, click here, put student 7, back to the arrow. So this arrow actually signifies that you are putting the value from the sheet. let's say a table array. Now table array is again very important. We had to search from this entire table. So let me just click again on this top arrow. It will take me to the sheet. I will enter all this entire information, or select rather, and then click here. You see here, this entire information has come. Now column index number, very important. We need not go back to the sheet by clicking here. That's not required, because as I said, this is just a number which we need to enter. Please remember, you don't need to give a cell reference here, but enter the column index number. So when we are searching for favorite sport, let's count the column number of favorite sport in this entire table. So 1, name of the student; 2, student ID; 3, marks obtained; 4, maximum marks; 5th is percentage; and 6th is the favorite sport. So let's type 6 here. And as I said, the last one, this is the approximate match or the exact match. For now, let's just focus on the exact match. Let's put a 0 here, and here we go. Click on OK. Voila. This is what you get. So very quickly, we have just used a simple function called VLOOKUP to get percentage and favorite sport of student 7 from this entire table. One more thing to be remembered about VLOOKUP is, whatever you are searching for, let's say I am searching for student 7, that is this value here. Student 7 is the value which I am searching for, that is H5. This value should always form the first column of your table. So if you start your column from, let's say, instead of A4 to F14, I search from B4 to F14 and I put enter, it will give me a hash NA, which simply means that the data was not found. Always remember to select the table array correctly, which simply means that whatever you're searching for should be part of the first column of the table. And here we go. So this is all about the VLOOKUP. So as you can see on the screen, the VLOOKUP function consists of 4 values: the lookup value, table array, column index number, and the range lookup. This comes automatically when you're typing VLOOKUP in the Excel. But to understand VLOOKUP in the most 100% simplified way, I have made this definition. Just remember this and trust me, VLOOKUP would be the easiest function for you to learn. So the first part is who, meaning that who are you searching for. The second part is from where to where, which means the entire table array, from where till where are you searching that who value. And third part is about what. So about what are you searching for? So in the previous example which we were learning, we were searching the who was student 7. Who were you searching for? Student 7. From where to where we were searching for? We were searching in the performance sheet, the performance table. And about what we were searching? So we were searching for the percentage of student 7. And the last and the fourth value to be entered is 0 for the exact match. So that is a simple definition of VLOOKUP. Just by heart this and remember this. You need not learn VLOOKUP again and again. It will be very easy for you to remember VLOOKUP. Now, since we have understood VLOOKUP using the function, let's understand the real life example of VLOOKUP. And this is very, very, very interesting, because in our everyday life, we are actually applying VLOOKUP, which we are not even aware of. So please smile while you see this real life example. I hope you like it. Let's go. Now coming up to the real life example to VLOOKUP in the 100% simplified way. Now please note that this is actually a real life example which you will connect with very easily. Now when we are sitting at home with our family and friends, we suddenly make a plan to go out and eat outside. We all do it on a daily basis or at least on a weekly basis. So when we are sitting at home, we plan to let's go out and eat at a restaurant for food. So as we plan, we execute the plan and go to the restaurant. For this example, let's assume the restaurant name is 100% simplified, which is nothing but our channel name. The channel is dedicated for all of you. Now, when you enter the restaurant and when you're sitting on the table, a lot of people have a lot of questions. They think, what should we order to eat and drink? Is the food expensive here? Is my favorite dish available here? What is the price of my favorite dish? Now, all these questions are simply answered with one simple thing. That one simple thing is nothing but the food and drinks menu card. So the first thing, when you sit on the table, you ask questions, and when you look at the menu card, all your questions are addressed. And you won't believe, when we are looking into this menu card, what we are doing is actually applying VLOOKUP. So let's understand this and how this happens in our day-to-day life. You would be really amused by this. Now let's assume this is the menu card of our restaurant. Our restaurant name is 100% Simplified Restaurant. As you can see, the menu card consists of pizza name. It consists of columns which are available: the pizza name, the regular size, price. So the pizzas are available in different sizes. And we also have the column for vegetarian and non-vegetarian. The pink colored rows are nothing but the vegetarian pizzas, and the yellow colored rows are nothing but the non-vegetarian pizzas. Now let's say, I like cheese and corn. That's the first thing. The price of cheese and corn pizza, if you take a regular size, is 3.57. If you take a medium size, it's 6.31. If you take the large size pizza, it's 8.96, and it's vegetarian. So this is what it's all about. Now let's assume that you want to eat fresh veggie pizza, which is medium in size. Now what you will do is simply search the menu card with the pizza name. You will go below, let's say this is the pizza name. You will slowly go down, cheese and corn, no, 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 double cheese, fresh veggie. This is what I wanted. And you said medium size pizza. Now let's go on this column, medium size price. Yes, this is what I want. 7.53 is the cost of this pizza. And it's a vegetarian pizza. Yes, I am completely vegetarian, so very happy to find fresh veggie is available in the menu card, and the price of fresh veggie pizza is 7.53. Now what you have done, intentionally or unintentionally, is applied VLOOKUP. How? When you were searching for this entire thing, let's first understand the menu card is nothing but your Excel sheet. So the first pizza name is column 1, regular size price is column 2, medium size price is column 3, large size price is column 4, vegetarian and non-vegetarian is column 5. Similarly, we have the rows also available. So the first row which is available, that is the pizza name, regular size price, medium size price, and so on, is called the header as well as the row 1. So your row 1 is the header which is available in the menu card. The row 2 is nothing but cheese and corn, row 3 cheese and tomato, and so on. So as you can see, the rows are very clearly available and the columns are very clearly available in the menu card. This is exactly how the table in an Excel looks like. Surprise, right? And you won't believe that we apply VLOOKUP on a day-to-day basis when we are ordering food looking at the menu card. How do you do that? Let's say you wanted to eat fresh veggie pizza with medium size. So what you will do is go to the menu card. In the first column, you will search for fresh veggie pizza. So what you will be doing if you want the fresh veggie pizza is, in the first column, you would be searching for the name fresh veggie. So let's go down, down, down in the first column. Wow, that's where it is. I thank God that fresh veggie pizza is available in this restaurant. I'm very happy about it. Now, this fresh veggie pizza is definitely available in the restaurant. So the first task is completed. Now you have also said that you are looking for a medium size fresh veggie pizza. Now what does that mean? In this row which is available, the fresh veggie, once you find this cell, this entire row comes into picture, which is nothing but looking like this. So now this entire row comes into your eyesight. Once you have selected fresh veggie, you will look at this entire row and then move your finger again until you reach the medium size price. That's where you will reach 7.53. So you have actually applied VLOOKUP while searching for food in the restaurant. So that 7.53 is the answer to your VLOOKUP which you have actually done in the mind. So isn't it amusing? And trust me, we do this on a day-to-day basis or almost on a weekly basis when we are going out with our family and friends to a restaurant to eat food or drinks. Now moving ahead, let's focus on the top part of this entire screen where you are seeing the red box which talks about, let's assume you want to eat fresh veggie pizza with medium size, and the yellow box. We would be applying VLOOKUP formula here to understand VLOOKUP in a very simplified way. Now, what is the definition of VLOOKUP? We have covered that. In fact, this VLOOKUP definition is very simple and in the Excel. But since we are learning VLOOKUP, we will convert this entire definition in the most simplified definition which is available. So as you can see on the screen, on the top yellow box which is there, VLOOKUP, then lookup value, table array, column index number, range lookup. These four values are to be entered into the VLOOKUP function. Now, moving ahead, if you simplify this VLOOKUP definition, the first part is what you want to look up, right? So here in our example, we were looking up for fresh veggie pizza. Next one is which range or table you want to look at. So here in our example, we were searching the fresh veggie pizza in the menu card. Third part is the column number in the range containing the value to return. Now menu card is the range, right? The column number, tell me the column number of medium size. It's very easy. It's very easy and it's in front of you. That is column 3. So column 1 is pizza name, column 2 is regular size price, column 3 is medium size price. So column number in the range containing the value. And the fourth part is return an exact match or an approximate match. So exact match is what we always look for. Just focus on that right now. So exact match is what you enter. So this is how we can simplify the entire VLOOKUP. Even more simplified is this. VLOOKUP, who are you searching for? We are searching for fresh veggie. From where to where? We are searching it in the menu card. About what? We are searching about the medium size price about the fresh veggie pizza. Is it an exact or an approximate search? We can type exact search to get the final return of 7.53. If I simply put it all together, this is how it looks like. So who is equal to fresh veggie. From where to where is nothing but the menu card. About what? I'm searching for the medium size price. Exact or approximate, I'm searching for the exact match. And as you apply this function on a day-to-day basis, you should also remember fresh veggie is fine, menu card is fine, medium size price, the column number is 3. So you can enter the column number 3 in your function. Exact is nothing but 0 here. So you enter this data. If this was a sheet in the Excel, this is the function you would have entered and you would have got the value 7.53, which is nothing but this, which you have automatically and intentionally or unintentionally calculated while you were looking at the menu card. So just imagine how beautiful this is. You know, we apply VLOOKUP on a day-to-day basis and we don't even realize that. So that is all about understanding the VLOOKUP application in a real life scenario. Finally, to conclude this real life example, I have put a 100% VLOOKUP formula in front of you. So as you can see on the screen, the first part is VLOOKUP and then the 4 values which you need to enter. This is available in Excel also. Now, if I just take this into 4 parts, lookup value, table array, column index number and range lookup. If I simplify this further, it looks like this. Lookup value is nothing but what you want to look up. Table array is which range or table you want to look it up. Column index number is a column number in the range containing the value to return. And fourth one, range lookup, is the exact match or the approximate match. Let's simplify this further because our agenda here is to explain you VLOOKUP in the most simplified way. So if we further simplify this, this is what we get. VLOOKUP, the first part is who are you searching for or what you want to look up. Second part is from where to where. Third part is about what. Fourth part is exact or approximate. And let's forget everything else. Let's just focus on one simple thing, that is VLOOKUP who. In this case, we were looking up for fresh veggie pizza. That is who for us. From where to where, here we were looking up in the menu card. About what, we were looking about the medium size of the fresh veggie pizza. And we wanted the exact match. And finally, we got the answer using that real life example. Finally, if we would have applied this function in our Excel, this is how it would have looked like. So in the Excel, the VLOOKUP function says lookup value, table array, column index number, range lookup. If you were searching this, the fresh veggie in the menu card in Excel, the lookup value would be fresh veggie. The table array would be the menu card. Remember, menu card is nothing but the table. So either you can define the range of the table, that is from a particular cell till the particular cell, let's say A4 to B15. So the table array is nothing but the menu card. The column index number is nothing but the column number in that particular table. In our case, it was the medium size price, which was column 3 in the menu card. And finally, the range lookup, please note to put 0 in the range lookup because that 0 points to the exact match, and that is what the focus should be upon in VLOOKUP. We should focus upon the exact match. So this is a simple definition of VLOOKUP. Now we have seen the real life example of VLOOKUP, which we apply whenever we visit a restaurant or a hotel to order food when we are looking at the menu card. Now let's use that same example in our Excel. This will actually explain you VLOOKUP in the most complete way and in the most easiest way. So let's start. So what we were searching, if you can see on the screen right now, I've created a menu card in Excel. It also has the columns available here. Let's say pizza name, regular size, medium size, large size, and vegetarian. We also have the rows available. Let's say cheese and corn, cheese and tomato, double cheese, and so on. Before we apply VLOOKUP formula, if you remember, the first thing we need to do is find our favorite pizza, which is nothing but fresh veggie here. So let me just type fresh veggie. Now after we have typed fresh veggie, we will be searching the medium size price of fresh veggie using VLOOKUP. Now how do we do that? Let's start with the formula. Let's put equal to sign because all formula starts with equal to sign in Excel. We start typing VLOOKUP. And here we have written VLOOKUP. We open the bracket, and as soon as you open the bracket, Excel gives you the 4 options which we have already studied. Now these 4 options, the first one is a lookup value. If you see our simple definition, what was the lookup value? It means who. Now who are we searching for? We are searching for fresh veggie. So let's put the first value as fresh veggie. See, when we say we have to put the first value as fresh veggie, we have to give the cell reference of fresh veggie, which is I8 here. Now we put a comma. The second one is table array. Now our simple definition of VLOOKUP says from where to where. So our table is this. So we are searching from this cell, that is cell A6, up to this cell, that is cell E17. Let's move our mouse and select the entire table, which means from where to where. This was our simple definition, and we have written it from where, from A6 to where, to E16. We put a comma here. Now comes the column index number. In our simplified definition of VLOOKUP, the third part was about what. So what it simply means is that about what are we looking for in regards of the fresh veggie pizza. So we are looking for the medium size price of the fresh veggie pizza. Now let's go back to our table. This is our table array. Let's search for the column medium size price. So this is the column. So we have this first column, second column, third column, this one. So column number 3. Let's type 3 here because that's the column index number. Now we put a comma. Now as I said before, and I'm repeating this, please use 0 as the last and the fourth part of VLOOKUP because this will give you the exact match. So let's put 0, which I've already done. I close the bracket and I press enter. And voila, you have the price of fresh veggie pizza of medium size in front of you. This price has been extracted from this particular table. So this is how you actually apply the real life example to your Excel, and I hope this was very useful for you to understand VLOOKUP, and trust me, you will never forget VLOOKUP now onwards. So just repeat this video again and again, and also connect with the whole point which I was trying to make in this entire video, that we use VLOOKUP in our day-to-day life, and we don't even realize, it's so beautiful that we don't even realize the usage of VLOOKUP function in our day-to-day life. So I hope you really liked the video. To close the session, let me just put up the screen for VLOOKUP in the most simplified way. So here it is. We have already studied this, but this is just a quick summary. To end the session, please note what we are trying to do here. The first box out here is the Excel definition of VLOOKUP. The second box is nothing but the simplified definition of VLOOKUP. And the third one is the one which we have just applied with our real life example. And to close the session, and finally, I present to you the VLOOKUP formula which is 100% simplified. No, not this one. The one in orange is present in the Excel. The one which I'm talking about is here. So our simplified definition of VLOOKUP formula is divided into 4 parts. The first one is who. Who are you searching for? The second one is from where to where. In which table or range you are searching the value. The third one is about what information are you searching for. Now if you see about what, I have written a #CN. Why I have mentioned this is because in the third part we always write a number. A number is very important in the third part. Either you give cell reference or you type a number, but it should be a number. And what the third part actually means is, it's the column number of what information you are searching for related to the value. And finally, we put a 0 because we want to get an exact match. We can also put a false word as the fourth part, but let's just put 0 because it's easy to remember and easy to type. So this in front of you is the simplified definition of VLOOKUP. Just remember this, by heart this, and you will become a VLOOKUP star. In the future sessions, we would be covering VLOOKUP across sheets, VLOOKUP various errors, what are the solutions for it, VLOOKUP using match and index functions together. So please wait for those videos. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I really hope that you liked the video. If you found the video useful, please show some love. Also, please like and share the video. Share it with your family, share it with your friends so that they can also learn things in the most simplified way. Also, you may want to put comments beneath the video. Please put all your comments. I would be happy to read your comments. I will be happy to incorporate your suggestions in my subsequent videos. Please subscribe to my channel as it will motivate me to make more videos like these. Also, click on the bell icon to receive notifications about my next video. Until then,